your regrets.
Hey! Isn't that Nahida? Nahida! Paimon didn't think we'd run into...
Oh, hey there. It's been... Seems like you...
How about you?
I'm just looking up. I noticed... I almost feel like there's still something extremely...
Why is that? Don't worry, we'll help you with...
Thank you so much.
Ooh, it's beat.
It's filled with... It's very likely that it's connected to my foggy...
Traveler, do you have any ideas? You know, Nahida...
Thanks, you two.
Don't mention it. Besides, it seems you've got...
Hey, get out! I'm sorry. Last warning. Get out.
Hang on,
But great Dendro arc.
please. Seems that it wants us to follow.
You can understand...
Even though different creatures have varying habits and ways of communicating, I can feel its anxiety and fear.
Well... That's true. Okay, let's go take a look.
All right, lead the way, little fungus.
Although they all look about the same, some fungi are friendly, while others are super aggressive and attack anyone they see.
It can't be helped. Perhaps in their eyes, humans are like fierce monsters as well. After all, they can't distinguish which human behaviors are hostile or not, and it'd already be too late for them once humans have drawn their weapons. Hence why they tend to strike first, rather than waiting.
That's not too different from how humans think sometimes.
That's what I meant by shared emotions. It appears it was in a hurry because of this unconscious fungus.
So maybe this fungus...
Probably. Maybe it noticed me on my way. I'll take a look. I should be able to help if it's just a common illness.
What is it, Nahida?
Strange. This fungus didn't develop from a
Huh?
Yes. Although as for this fungus, it has elemental power flowing through it. Definitely not anything like your typical fungus. Exactly.
So this is a
But that's not all. The void is stopping the
So do you think it'll...
Yes, and I just so happen to be good at this sort of thing. I'll see what I can do right away. My power was
God of Dendro. Is it... Oh, I can't but...
It can talk?
Oh, I didn't expect such a strange creature to make a sound like that. Seems I'm...
What? Of course Paimon can talk.
Hello, Paimon. I am not yet able to evaluate an organism's intelligence from it.
But does Paimon really look so dumb that people might think Paimon...
You misunderstand, Paimon. A mouth is used for eating, breathing, and other functions that are more important than speak. So a creature may not speak, even if it has a mouth. I've never seen a creature like you before, so I dared not make the assumption that even if you do possess a number of human traits, it is still very common for creatures.
Did this fungus study at the academia? It seems...
You're not a fungus.
That's correct. This might be it might startle my... Me? It says that it's very thankful.
I I was confident that I knew of all the creatures. However, what are you?
I come from an ancient race. We have existed for a very long... My home was... until the apocalypse came and changed my home forever. A horrifying... We were
I'm not sure.
It's a long and complicated story.
Don't worry.
I was lucky and managed to survive. Afterward, I left with some of my... We came in... We later found out that humans know...
Your home was just...
It said that they are looking...
The Lord of Dendro is correct. That may sound...
Yes.
I am a life form that was... That's okay. And not all...
That's right.
My home should be safe. For the longest... I was unable to fulfill our call.
It's not your fault. Every species... You mentioned...
The apocalypse.
Don't worry, I should... My familiars will take...
Your familiars?
Mm-hmm. They're a group. Give me a moment. I'll contact them right... That should do it. It may take some time to find...
Thank you, Lord. The moment I saw you...
Hmm?
You might not...
Ah, but I'm very
Would you all be willing to come with me? The more family...
But didn't...
Yes.
we go!
There's something that I'm very concerned about, yes. I didn't mention it just now, but do you remember when I told you that the power in the crystal is very similar to mine? The elemental power inside the crystal is completely
What?
Exactly. The prophecy that it mentioned, I had to deal with the forbidden knowledge to save their home. That sequence of events would explain the persistent feeling that I had unfinished business.
Makes sense. Too bad it's unable to tell us more.
Yeah, I've been trying to think of Agreed. I really want to send them home, so they won't have to wander around anymore.
The road here is a little rough. I'll lead the way.
Don't worry, Paimon can handle any road! Ah! Enemies! You're up, Traveler!
Laid bare. Shudder! Beg for mercy. Transfixed. This is where you fall. Laid bare. Crushed. Shudder.
Amazing. With such... No, we didn't. The appearance of our kind will change according to the environment. After communicating with us,
It's hard to believe.
the most important... Your hand is shit. The reason why, fungi, we are Dendro...
So you mean, if Paimon wanted to, Paimon could change into a different form of...
Not as freely, I'm afraid. You would require a long... Although this is common sense to us, it is still extremely difficult to explain. You cannot make a sprout grow into a giant tree.
I see.
Ah, you're so smart, Nahida.
Growth. I see. Yes, then this is what you would call a most beautiful...
How much farther is it?
We're about halfway there. You're doing great, Paimon. Do you need me to carry you on my back?
Huh? Oh, no! Paimon was just curious! Paimon isn't that tired.
You seem to enjoy taking care of others.
You think so? Does the Lord of Dendro need to be carried?
That would be awkward, wouldn't it? Why don't you fly up and sit on top of my head?
We can figure out who will carry who later! We have monsters here!
Knights and aristocrats share the same cultural heritage, but the knights had enough sense to do away with all the superfluous detail. Beg for mercy! Everybody stand back! Crush! Touché! Beg for mercy! Freeze to the core! Crush!
I think we may have a different understanding of... No matter whether it's...
Child?
Yes,
Why can't your kid...
because it's just... However,
Oh, didn't it? You know. Huh? Paimon thinks that name is great.
Strange.
That's right.
the name I came up with was not as creative. It's... I'm sorry, but I've forgotten. Yes. Yes, this way. We're almost there.
It's the withering.
Yes, I have heard. It's the last form we take.
It's trying to say that.
Yes.
So, previous research had, but even they've been tormented. But what is sad?
When I left my homeland, flowers like they grew and they grew. But it's all right. After an adventurer clears the withering,
But that.
it's okay. It's not right to leave them to simply perish, and now that we find...
I understand. Just leave it. So you're worried about. It's natural to want to be overcautious.
Then let's do this.
This may hurt a little.
Shudder! I'm going in! Crush! Shudder! Beg for mercy! More speed. Witness my rise! Transfixed! Yeah.
Have fun with this gift.
Commit it to memory.
Yeah.
Well met. Shudder! Vengeance will be mine! Eye for an eye!
didn't stop for me. Share my knowledge! Grow!
Laid bare. Teamwork is dreamwork. Let's light it up. Crush. This is where you fall. Overruled. Beg for mercy. Freeze to the core. Shudder. Laid bare. Witness my rise.
As I expected, it's the last of my kind that I'm aware of. So it wasn't able to make it to the end. If only it could have held on just a little longer.
I hope that you will be free of this pain after returning home.
Just thinking about how many elemental life forms have turned into tumors of the withering makes Paimon sad.
It's okay. As long as elemental an external...
It wouldn't have come to this, but I will cure...
Thank you, Lord of Dendro.
Hold on. I think I... Ah, I see. So, they found a fungus that matches the description.
It must be an...
Okay, follow...
At least good luck doesn't discriminate by clan.
We're close now. It's just a little further inside.
But there are so many fungi here. They're probably all ordinary fungi, right? Yeah, they won't be happy to see us.
No fighting. These are all its family. Although we belong to different species, we've spent a long time living among the fungi. They are very important to us. They can be reasonable, as long as we try to communicate.
What should we do? You're the only one who can make it through, right? But you'll need Nahida's power if you want to save that fungus.
I've got an idea. Can you teach me how to change into a fungus?
You want to transform into a fungus? But we don't have time for growth.
Nahida is a god. Changing into a fungus should be a piece of cake for her.
Even gods can't bend the laws of time so easily.
Then we'll have to enter with the risk of being noticed. We may not be able to avoid a fight. But if spending some of my power will guarantee the safety of you and its family, then I'm willing to try.
All right. You have great elemental power, so you may be able to do it. You will have to use power equal to that which is required to break through the limitations of time. I will lend you the relevant knowledge that I have. It should make your transformation process a little easier.
All right, I'm ready. Changing into a fungus should be quite an interesting experience.
Lord of Dendro, this is nothing to joke about. I am extremely serious about this.
As am I. I'm not joking at all.
All right. Let's not get hung up here. If it's really possible to turn into a fungus, then why don't we give it a try now?
Okay. Good luck, Lord of Dendro.
Wow! You really turned into a fungus!
It's actually not too bad. The unconscious fungus.
Oh, how do we do that?
I'll get close to them while you make your way over from above. You should be able to identify them using elemental sight since they're elemental life forms. Then, all you have to do is repeat the correct answer in your mind. As long as I'm able to see you, then I'll be able to hear your answer.
Okay, got it.
Let me lure away the fungi.
All right, good luck, Nahida. Let's go, Traveler.
There's a fungus on patrol in the center there. It looks... Nana! It seems they didn't notice me. It seems that fungus won't be moving for... This is the spot. Barrett, I'll hide and wait for the Traveler to catch...
Go! Come back! I'll spot you if you keep going that way. Come back! I'll spot you if you keep going that way.
So this is the one. Understood.
Nahida? What's wrong?
I never knew that it was so tiring. I even used the techniques that it taught me. Seems like its warnings were not unfounded.
The power of time accumulates. Thank you for everything you've done. All seems to have gone according to plan.
I apologize.
It's okay, I have...
Apocalypse.
Yes,
Really? That's great!
Oh, Dendro.
Dendro Dragon. Ah, yes, the Dendro Dragon. I'm sorry,
Oh, wait a minute. Paimon's confused. Do you mean...
Yes, they're both but
because we
the Dendro Dragon. Inside.
There is an entire world inside. It once told us in a majestic voice that however, that day never came.
Paimon's still confused.
Yes, a very good example.
Wait,
Yes, what has suddenly...
a pep is the most, which means that if all the forbidden knowledge has been eliminated,
Then a big void will also form inside the dragon!
I'm afraid so. Its body and soul have probably been in terrible shape for some time now. No wonder I haven't seen a pep for so long. But how did it get contaminated? Was it due to the destruction of King Deshret's... But anyway, a pep disappeared and has been gone ever since that time. It's been enduring unimaginable pain all... Yes! How could I have... If the Dendro element, giant trees will completely block out the sun. Plants... Hey! Have you two ever seen anything like this before? No.
It's powerful. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm counting on you all. Your info is crucial to us now. Let's wait for their reply again. Thank you.
I explained to them.
Go home. Leave. Hard decision. Don't know. They are waiting.
Don't worry. Family is very... Can you do one last thing for it while we wait?
Of course. I need to organize. Thank you. Don't let...
There are two things that it...
Soy!
Paimon understood that! No need to translate. We'll take care of it right...
Thank you so much for your willingness to help. In the meantime, sharing knowledge is a habit of...
Chivalry will never die.
We planted all the seeds! It's time to handle the invading plant life!
Let me read you a verse. Crush! Shudder! Beg for mercy. Crush!
Whew. That should be all of them. That wasn't too tough.
Yeah, I've calmed down now. But it doesn't seem like there's too much we can do until we receive some new leads.
Can you tell us about the Dendro dragon? We don't know anything about it. Who is it? And what does it have to do with King Deshret?
Well, the history of dragons starts from the very beginning of Tevat. Sumeru was Apep's territory. In those days, the lush rainforest covered the entire nation.
Oh, so there was no desert back then?
Not at first. That came when a giant spike fell from the sky, turning a huge section of in an attempt to adapt to its...
No wonder those two elemental life forms are always talking.
Apep has however, powerless against the power in the sky, and then the forbidden knowledge conflicts between the two sides are destined to continue until a balance can be. As far as I'm not sure what may have led it to become involved, but rescuing it is definitely our top priority right now. The crystal that I...
Thank you, Lord of Dendro. Family happy. You really like them, don't you? Family like. Do you not like your... does that matter?
What it's trying... You place in... These are all things that are more reliable.
Oh, Paimon gets it now. Looks can always change. Paimon would still follow you around. Wait, would you not be able to recognize Paimon?
Oh? Understood. Thank you. Still nothing new from the forest. Seems like we won't... It appears we are out of leads to follow.
Sorry.
It's okay. It isn't your fault. I don't think it's a maybe it's because the crystal has a... And if that's the...
Lord of Dendro, do you still remember the prophet?
I do.
The prophecy is a story that connects the rest of the...
Preserving the apocalypse.
That's not very likely.
To the limitless depths east of Sumeru.
Yeah, that must be the chasm, right? But what is it doing there?
It's impossible. What if it can be I'm sorry if I'm suddenly not making any sense. Follow me. I'll explain it once...